Hi, are you still drawing people's dreams?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Would you draw my dream?
Yes, I would.
In my dream, my friend who died maybe 2 or 3 months ago was driving a car that I was in, and we were getting ice cream. Um, the road was really winding. We were in a part of town that doesn't have anything in it, but he told me that the ice cream shop was coming, even though we don't really have one in this town.
Okay, so is that basically it, huh? Your friend who passed away is actually still with you, and you're getting ice cream in the car.
What?
The your dream. I was trying to recap your dream.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The volume on my phone was turned down.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, sure. Okay, so the dream again is that you're someone who has passed away, a friend, is now in your dreams, and you guys are in a car getting ice cream, and
Yeah,
there's actually not really an ice cream store there, but there is now in your dream.
yeah, that's correct.
Okay, well, that's a kind of a nice dream, kind of a bittersweet, or a well, in this case, a sweet tooth kind of dream. Uh, so
Yeah,
yeah, that's kind of interesting. It's kind of beautiful, right?
yeah, we had ice cream a lot.
All right. Well, so here's the ice cream store. Uh, Here's you guys in the car going to get some ice cream, eating ice cream. Uh, are you driving or is he driving?
Yeah.
Who's who's driving the car? Okay, we're getting some. Can't hear me. Okay.
I'm sorry, my phone sometimes mutes itself.
Oh, who's driving the car? You or your friend?
My friend was driving the car. It was his car.
Okay, so he was driving. So he was taking. So he was kind of guiding you uh, in your dreams here.
I guess so.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know where we were going, so I guess
Right.
you could call it that.
Yeah. Well, in the and I think in the sense that he has uh, some kind of outer body experience, because he's not around anymore, but he's still around. But he has the path, or he has knowledge of the, say, afterlife or the other life or whatever you want to call it.
Maybe
And
that would make sense.
yeah, so that maybe. So he's there kind of helping you out. I'd look for him again more in your dreams, or know that he's sort of floating around. Maybe he might not show up ever again in your dreams. Frankly, a lot of times, you try to hope for something to show up in your dreams, and that doesn't work. But I think it's a good moment, a good dream, frankly.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your name?
My name is Reyes.
Ray's. R. How you spell that?
Eyes.
Oh yeah, Ray's like king in Spanish.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, thanks for the dream. Thanks for calling in.
No problem. Thank you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, here goes Ray's dream. Kind of sad, bittersweet, right? But again, they're eating ice cream, so it's not terribly bittersweet, frankly. We just started the program. We already got a call coming in. Can't hear you on YouTube, John says DSK. Is that right? Oh. You know what I mean? I might. Oh yeah, my volume's down again. Oh. Oh, sorry. Oh man. Now we're good. Oh, that sucks. We actually had a nice. Well, at least Ray's heard me, I guess. You know what? He couldn't hear me very well either. Okay, my bad. Anyway, Ray's dream, if you want to recap, was that his friend had passed away, and subsequently in his dream, he dreamt of his friend driving him to get ice cream, basically, and they're eating ice cream. And actually, in reality, there's actually not an ice cream store there where he thought it would be or is. Let's get another call in here inside. You're in my dreams. Hello. Hi.
Hi. Hello. I'm a long-time watcher, first-time caller. I'd like to thank you for having me on. I would like to have you paint my dreams.
Sure.
Right?
Sure.
So all I could say is fire in the skies. Can you draw some fire in the skies? People crying, people burning, riots in the streets. Yeah, that's pretty much what I've been seeing. Could you draw some, people watching their families die in front of them? I've seen a lot of that too. Thanks, Mr. Let's Paint. I love what you do, and never stop doing it.
Okay, what's your name? All right, unknown's dream. All right, well, that sounded pretty apocalyptic on many levels, but basically, fire in the sky. A lot of families watching their fellow family members get killed. A lot of killing going on. Just a lot of I've done this a few times. These kind of apocalyptic dreams, and I end up basically kind of getting just really abstract with the with the imagery, because it does sort of lend itself, because it's just a lot of awful stuff going on. It's not a pleasant thing, and of course this is something that we always all fear in time of change. We probably could have these kind of dreams, and as a collective whole, we probably have this maybe more than ever. Anyway, that's the family right there, and there were just a lot of just awful stuff going on, and fire, like just basically rioting. Yeah, rioting is okay. So yeah, pretty apocalyptic kind of deal there. All right, there goes Unknown's dream. You're watching Inside My Dreams. This is an art residency, and you can find out more about that by looking at the links there. Let me pass this along. By the way, we made our goal today. We made our goal today, which I'm very happy to have. We reached our goal, and we still got 6 days left. So we're going to hopefully could go a little past, go for, they call it a stretch drive, to further the dream, keep the dream, even go further, have the dreams go further. Okay, drawing your dreams, live. And that's good there. Command C, I'll send that to Facebook also. Maybe we'll do Pinterest, do a little Pinterest for you. Send it over to performance. I guess it's a performance. Oh, we've got another call coming in. Hello, you're in my dreams. Hi, you're in my dreams. Hello.
Wait, I'm in your dreams?
Yeah, I'm in your dreams. You're in my dreams.
Oh, okay. So this one's a really weird one, bro.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, so I don't know exactly where I'm at, but I'm on the street somewhere, and I'm running as fast as I can, but I'm going nowhere.
Yeah.
and there's like a gang of like humanoid cats that they stand on two legs. They're not on all fours, and they're after me like a gang, and they all have knives.
Oh,
and I'm trying to run from them, but I can't. That's my dream, bro.
Oh, okay. I got it. That's good. What's your name?
My name, Terry Hestigals.
Terry? Harry.
Yeah.
Harry. Okay, Harry's dream.
No, Terry.
Terry.
I hate when people do. They always mess it up.
Oh, I'm sorry. Terry's. Okay.
That's all right, bro. That happens.
Terry's dream. Okay, so you got some cats that are standing up in a lot of cats I've noticed of late in dreams.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've been drawing a lot of people's cats in their dreams. This is
Well, I don't have any cats myself.
Well, this is definitely a more violent cat. This is the most disturbing cat scenario that has been told as of yet,
Yeah, he was fucked up.
So they're after you. You're trying to run, but you're not really running. It's just like you're...
Yeah, it's like I'm on a treadmill or something.
Yeah, you're like on a treadmill. I was thinking of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll put you on a treadmill. Okay, and then you're on the streets.
Yeah, like there's not really a lot of context when I dreamt it. I'm just on the street.
Yeah, I'm putting you next to a liquor store and stuff like that. And then these cats are just on to you, man. They're just you can't avoid them. These are crazy cats. They're gonna get you, man. Well, what happened? Did you wake up and just go, man, this sucked?
Well, no, I just wanted it drawn, honestly.
You just wanted this image drawn. You didn't really have this dream. Is that what you're saying?
No, I had the dream. I just wanted it drawn. I don't know anything about it,
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is either. I mean, and you don't have cats either.
No, I have 2 dogs.
Well, I think, this is a common thing, though. You're trying to run and you can't get away. It's you see this in cartoons and in movies. It's a constant. It's a trope. I think they call it a trope.
Yeah, I think it symbolizes the times we're in.
Times we're in, definitely. It kind of a little bit. The cat, cats with knives, man. Got to watch out for them.
Yeah, like a cat syndicate.
The cats, man. Get those
All
dogs.
Right, man, thank you.
Yeah, man. Thanks for the dream. That's an interesting dream, definitely. Thank you.
All right, man. Have a good one.
You too. Sweet dreams.
Bye.
All right, we got a nice batch of calls coming in here. Thanks again. You're in my dreams, as mentioned before. Ron, yes, thank you. We got to our goal. And cat gangs, yes. Sharpies are pretty fucking legit. You know what's nice about Sharpies? I've noticed is that particularly with the thick, fat one, you get kind of a nice little contact high from the Sharpie. Probably don't want to do too much of that, but as they say, a little bit in moderation. They smell nice, right? It's you get a little bit of a buzz, maybe. You might not want to OD on, well, definitely don't want to OD on that, but you don't want to abuse. I think, in fact, that Sharpies are not allowed for kids. Kids can't use Sharpies because there is that factor, I believe. Anyway, 818-528-4516. We're in the thralls of our dreaming. As you can see, we got knocked off a few just real quickly here, just off the bat, and that's a good sign. We'll be here for the next good hour and a half, maybe, and I look great with a Chaplin-style mustache. Well, is it Chaplin or is it Hitler? Aren't they the same kind of mustache? Well, there was some artist, I think it was an artist, that actually had a mustache where it was reverse. He cut this area out and then had this area grow. Who was that? That was somebody, some famous, I think it was an actor, comedian, singer, actor. I don't know. 818-528-4516. I'm not a big fan of really any kind of facial hair because, I mean, I've done it. I can do it, obviously. It's just, I find them to be, I think maybe if I was living in a really cold environment, you know, I could see growing a beard, but we're in the Southwest, literally. Los Angeles is basically the Southwest. I mean, though, maybe it's not technically. I guess it is technically Southwest. I don't know. I mean, it's not nearly as hot as, say, most of Arizona and stuff like that, or the desert, but it's at least we get a little coastal something. Oh, okay. Well, let me get some water. I'm going to get some water and a little more coffee here, and we'll talk to you some more here. We'll be right back here with more from Inside My Dreams. You're in my dreams. We're dreaming, guys. And you know, now is the time to dream. It's dream time, baby. Be right back. Get some coffee and some water. Okay, we're back. All right. All right, we're back again. Mr. Let's Paint here again. Just letting you know, this is an art residency that we have going, and we definitely could use your support. And the link is there for our Kickstarter, and you can go see that by going to that link down there in the description box and or on the upper right hand corner. There's a link there, and we have a lot of great rewards for you, and we'd love to have your support. We did actually get to our goal, and but we would love to get further down the road. That means we can dream more, dream even more. And as a reward for all your help, for your financial support, we are providing tons and tons of wonderful rewards. And I can go through those rewards for you if you'd like. Let's do that if you'd like. I could. Let me show you. We got a lot of great things available, starting off at just $7, $5. Well, I guess it might be even $7 with shipping. We got your key, but that's $5 plus shipping. $5 for your key. The key. This is your key to your dreams. Each one of these keys is specially for you, and this is one of these keys is your dream to dreaming. Your keys. Also for $5, I can be saying your name before I go to bed, in hopes of seeing you in my dreams. It's a no guarantees, but it's worth a shot for $5. Also, we go to $10. We have the postcard, the hand-drawn postcard, the official design of In My Dreams Art Residency, hand-drawn by yours truly. And we'll send that, put a stamp on it and mail it to you as a thank you. Now we get up to $25, and that's where we'll sell you the drawings themselves of your dreams. We'll draw your dream and sell it. Give as a reward for $25. We'll send the reward, the drawing, to you. We've done over 100 dreams in the past couple of weeks here, doing these programs night and day. We are here. We are here. Have been here, and we will be here for the rest of the week, both morning and at night, talking about dreams. And now more than ever, dreams are important. Hello, caller. You're in my dreams.
Hey, man, how you doing?
I'm okay.
So I had a weird one the other night.
All right.
It was you jogging on the beach toward two really big-breasted women in bikinis, and they had bags over their head.
Oh.
But the weirdest part was you were carrying me, and those front carrying baby holders, you were carrying me in one of those, and you were spitting on me as you're running toward these women.
Spitting?
And I had this face of just absolute euphoria as you're doing it. And I don't know what this means.
All right, so I'm spitting on you?
You're spitting on me, yeah.
And okay, I got the picture, but in terms of, is it a baby stroller? You're in a baby stroller, or
no? It's like a chest holding baby thing.
Yeah, okay, all right.
Like a harness.
All right, like a harness, yeah.
On me, and I'm just loving
Okay,
it.
all right. And then in the distance or close by are these very large-breasted women with bags over their heads.
Yeah, in bikinis, and you're running toward them.
Okay. All right, let's what's your name?
Herbs.
Hertz?
Herbs, yeah.
Herb.
Yeah.
Okay, you ever watch WKRP, Cincinnati?
No, I don't have a television.
Oh, we should look up. That's a good. It's a good show. There's a character called Herb. Okay, Herb's Dream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, my dad used to watch that. Yeah, he was a big fan of they worked in a radio show.
Yeah, you might have been named after him.
Oh my God, I was named after a TV show. I'm gonna punch my dad in the face.
All right, let me draw this here. Here we go.
All right, thank you.
Okay, you want that's the dream, right? No more. Oh, we just he signed off. Okay, that's fine. Okay, let's see if we can do this here. So there's a portrait of me basically running, and I'm spitting. That's the little spit. And you're happy. You're kind of happy being in there. That's Herb in a little, some kind of deal, holding device while I'm running. Well, that's not, wait, there. Can't get my legs. What? Okay, don't worry about it. Just keep going. There's no forgiveness in a Sharpie. There's no forgiveness in the Sharpie. Okay, so there I am. You just got to go with the screwing up factor of this here. Okay, so I'm running and I'm on the beach. There's the water. And there's these two ladies with bags over their heads. All right, there's your dream, Herb's dream, with me running on the beach with him as a baby, if you will, and I'm spitting on him. And then there's two ladies in bikinis with bags over their head. I suspect there is some kind of, those legs are so fucked up. I know, there's some fucked up legs. Fucked up legs all around, I know. I suspect there is possibly some kind of strange, maybe the spitting could be some kind of, it might have, there might be, maybe spitting could be, semen, and it could be ejaculate, if you will, and that's kind of gross, obviously, because of the women. It kind of has the paper bag over the women's heads. I'm not so sure if that's some kind of misogynistic, man thinking that you can control women, or you wish, maybe it's your wish you could control women. And I'm not so sure what this dream's really about. I don't even know if you really had this dream, but it's a fucked up dream. I'll just leave it at that. All right, 818, that's called a Herb's fucked up dream. All right, and by the way, if you have these dreams, and if this really was your dream, don't fret. Don't fret because it is a fucked up dream, and it might be. But thanks for sharing it. I guess no, I do. I think it's interesting because I don't really know what it means actually. But I don't know if it's. It doesn't seem to be a terribly positive dream. It seems very like wrong in some ways, right? Okay, that's Herb's dream. You want to call in 818-528-4516. We're here, and we'd love to have your support. As I was mentioning, the Kickstarter is up and running. Please go check out our Kickstarter. So we had the drawings. I had drawings there for you at $25. Like if Herb wants to get this drawing, it's $25. It's there. You can see it on our Kickstarter link. And in the meantime, let me show you some of the other wonderful rewards. Herbs says it's definitely. Is that you, Herbs? Is that you? Oh, so it's Herbs, it's H-U-R-B-S, not H-E-R-B-S. I see. So I believe that's the same guy, right? You're the same guy, Herbs. Let me put a U there. That's like Herbs. You're named after after smoking weed, I guess. Your parents were they didn't name you after the guy from WKRP. They named you after smoking some serious ganja. Okay, for $30, moving on up to $30, we have the hand-painted T-shirts. Hand-painted T-shirts available here. The Let's Paint TV T-shirt, hand-painted. This is Zach put us over on our to get to our goal, and he got the Let's Paint TV T-shirt for $30. But we also have also our number one seller, and that is the Embrace Failure T-shirt for $30 again. And then the official. This is the official. Inside my dreams, in my dreams. I get that wrong, but it's this is the official T-shirt that we have, again, hand painted for you. In my dreams, hand painted T-shirt, official. Okay, so those are, and then boom, then we jump up to $100, and we have convert your drawings into a painting, actual painting, oil on canvas. And that information's there. Now, if you want to go even big time spender, you really enjoy this premise, this idea, and you're thinking, geez, if I help Mr. Let's Paint with just a few more dollars, I can get even something more grander. If you're looking for something even more grander, we got watercolors. A full sheet of watercolor paper. of your dream. We can do your dream. Now this one is available at $300, and we can do your dreams for $300. This happens to be my dream that I had. Somehow I dreamt firemen in lingerie to some extent. It was a little more involved in that, but that was sort of my takeaway to some degree. That's me there with my iPhone filming it and kind of crying to some degree. I was crying. It was so beautiful, as I recall. That's how I thought about the dream. Okay, and this one is, oh, this is not the right one. Also, we have the official poster for $300 here on a full sheet of watercolor paper. And there you go. This is available on our Kickstarter. All right, and then we have other paintings also available. Now, for $150, I didn't mention this, but for $150, you get a painting, you get a drawing, you get a T-shirt, a postcard, a key, and I also mentioned your name on the before I go to bed. All right, so that's kind of basically the rundown of all the lovely rewards that we have on our Kickstarter. All right, so if we're looking for to get past, go further down, kind of a stretch drive of sorts. So we're looking for your support, and so go check it out. Check it out. All right. 818-528-4516. You want to call in, you can talk about your dreams. We'll try to analyze them, try to figure out what they're about or not. Maybe they're not really about anything other than just weird stuff that you took in like while watching TV. A lot of times dreams are sort of like that. They say you dream about the things that you were thinking about last. If you say my name, I'll be the one in lingerie. You're on. Yeah, maybe so. Well, I was kind of going on the riff of the idea that a lot of times I've noticed that I wouldn't say it was the very last thing, because if that's the case, because I've been watching a lot of Seinfeld and then go to bed. Then I go to bed after watching a lot of Seinfeld, so I'm kind of laughing a lot. And but I don't think I've been dreaming of Seinfeld scenarios and you know, things going on. But there definitely is a correlation. But I wouldn't say it would be the very last thing. But maybe there might be something to it. Seinfeld minus season 1. Season 1 was kind of weak, huh? I guess that could be the case. You know, a lot of times the first seasons, particularly in a sitcom where they're trying to know each other and just kind of get get it all, you know, work out the things. And a lot of times that's the problem with a lot of TV nowadays, is that they can't, well, has been always the problem, is that they can't wait. They can't wait for it to catch on. They have to move on because it's like it didn't work, you know. We looked at the numbers, it's not going to work. It's, you know, it's just that's the way it is. I feel, I mean, I have had next to zero, close to being zero in terms of being involved in that kind of world, but the teeny little glimpses of it that I've somehow been part of, it's clearly one of those things. They don't want to necessarily give anything a chance because they are, you know, they overthink it, and they just don't. They have so many things thrown at them basically, and so if it doesn't catch their eye, and then what has been shown, the initial moves and there's so many factors. It could have been produced just terrible, right? And if that's the case, then you're screwed, you know. So yeah, it's anyway, one of those things. All right, feel free to call us here on the Dream Network. This is the Dream Network. Call 818-528-4516. I'll draw your dreams. I'm going to pick up some canvases today. That's the goal. And then we can really go hard on the painting. And maybe later on today I'll actually do some painting of the dreams and start painting these dreams, at least many of them. So let's see if we can start getting some of that going on. Otherwise, sit right back and enjoy the dream. Enjoy the dream. Man, it's going to be hot again today. Wow. Yeah, when it's hot like this and then you drink coffee, you can get kind of a nice headache, I think. I don't know if the headache's coming from the coffee or maybe something else. But I don't think the heat's helping out. I got a nice, basically a little bit of I think I'm getting kind of a head cold, actually. I think maybe that's the problem. And oh man, oh yeah, like my head, sinus, oh, hay fever. It's like I got hay fever. Oh my god. Yeah, coffee doesn't seem to do you any good when you're having that kind of feeling usually. All right, well anyway, call in 818-528-4516. I know you're all doing your own thing, but we're here. Just letting you know we're here, and we'll be here for. Well, at least, probably for another good hour, I would imagine, though. No, I am already thinking about signing off when we're waiting for some interaction. But we'll get past it. By the way, while there's nothing much going on, please go to our Kickstarter and take a look at all the wonderful things we have available on our Kickstarter. All right. Fantastic. Maybe I'll just break out the paints right now. They're kind of, well, I'm out of paper towels. Oh, gosh, I gotta get some paper towels. But we are, and I need to get some canvases. Okay, so let's not necessarily worry about that so much. But I'm gonna turn on the fan. Let's turn on the fan. That might help. Hello, you're in my dreams.
Hi, Mr. Weston.
I'm sorry?
I said hello.
Hello, how are you doing? Hi.
I'm doing well. Where are you calling from?
Now you're calling me. Where are you calling from?
Oh, right. I'm calling from Madison, Wisconsin.
All right, what's going on?
Not much. I was just thinking about dreams. The
Yeah.
nature of dreams.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
What, do you want to tell me about a dream you had or something?
Well, sure. They all get a little hazy, so
Yeah, I
it's hard
think
to remember them exactly.
I'm a firm believer of that possibility too. Yes.
Sure. Well, I had this dream a while back where I was young again, like a little kid,
Yeah.
probably around 6. And no, probably younger than that because I was acting pretty childish. But so my mom, I was hanging out with some friends and she gave us all cookies. And as I grabbed it from her, it broke in half. And I, for whatever reason, was totally distraught, just crying and crying. And I couldn't help it. It was very distressing for me. And then she said, calm down, it's okay. And she pushed the two halves back together, and it was a whole cookie again.
All right.
And I mean, everything was fine. That was the end of the dream, but I'm not sure quite what to make of that.
Well, let me just ask you about the cookie itself. Was it like a chocolate chip cookie?
As far as I can remember, it was a chocolate chip cookie, yeah.
Chocolate chip, and the chunks were visible. Or were they?
They were visible, but I wouldn't say they were, sizable chunks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was the cookie hard and crisp, or was it kind of hot out of the oven?
I think it was hot, a softer
Hot.
cookie.
Okay, so there's a little bit of steam going on there.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Now I'm just kind of thinking off the top of my head, that could also be a turd,
I had never thought of that.
I never thought about it either, but you said that it was hot and steamy, so.
Well, hot and steamy could indicate a turd.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just throwing that out there, and at least it's kind of funny at the very least. So.
Yeah.
So.
That's for sure.
But I don't know if that's that. I'm just goofing. I'm goofing. I don't know. It could have. It might have some meaning. Particularly, when you're a kid, you tend to have those issues more so. Though we still have those issues today. Actually, as you get older, you never get rid of these issues really. Okay, so you're a little guy, and you're pretty distraught here.
Mm-hmm.
That your cookie got crumbled.
Yeah.
Oh man, and
Good one.
but then your mom is able to solve the problem here.
Mm-hmm.
Did she make the cookies, by the way?
I want to say yes, but I don't remember. She just sort of had them, but they, they were warm, so it would seem like she had made them.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna give her a positive, look here, ideal look, because she saves you basically,
Mm-hmm.
From this broken cookie.
Yeah.
Steamy broken cookie. And she basically, in a sense, gets you to get your shit together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I never thought about it
Yeah.
like that.
She helped you out.
So, is the dream trying to tell me something, or?
Just listen to your mom or something like that, or is she still around?
Yeah, she is.
Do you get along with her or not so much?
Oh, yeah, I say I do.
Well, this just reinforces this reinforces the reality that your mom is has your back and she's going to help you out.
Huh. There you go.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I threw out the turd idea, but that's. I mean, you could look at it that way, but still, the cookie. She got the turd. She got the cookie back together. You know.
Yeah, I mean, for how happy I remember being, it's hard to think that that would be a turd cookie.
Nah, I don't.
I mean,
I was goofing. So I just.
Unless I was, maybe it's my brain is trying to tell me that I'm a disgusting person on the inside.
No.
I'd rather have a turd cookie than a sausage cookie.
No, I was just goofing off.
Well,
What's your name?
my name is Colin.
I'm sorry.
Colin?
Spell that.
Collin.
Colin. Okay. Colin's dream.
Yep.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your dream, sharing your dream.
Thank you for having the show.
You got it, buddy.
Thanks.
All right. There goes Collins, coming in from Madison, Wisconsin. Beautiful land up there. The only they have a special name for that city. It's got two like lakes on either side of the city, and it's like a peninsula, but it's called something like an isthmus, something like that. Some weird thing. It's a kind of an interesting place. I mean, it is college town, you know, kind of neat. All right. Anyway, hanging out, taking your calls. Also, we have a Kickstarter that we could definitely benefit from your support. And the link is right there on the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter link. Check it out. We got a lot of wonderful things available for you over there on our Kickstarter page. Support dreams. Support dreams. Support our dreams. Support my dreams. Support yours and my dreams. In the meantime, call in 818-528-4516. And we'll draw your dreams. Let's see what I'm going to do here. I got my paints kind of ready. We're ready to bust out some dreams, which is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. And at the same time, I'm out of canvas for the most part. I do have some small canvases. Okay, I got an idea, actually. I got an experiment that I wanted to try, and it wouldn't be on a large canvas. It was that dream I had of a flower that was a woman flower. A flower that looked like a woman, a very colorful woman, in the sense that the clothes she was wearing were very colorful. What did I do with it? Now, of course, I got to find it somewhere around here. We're in dreamland, dreaming. It's good to dream, you know. It's good to live in your dreams, particularly when it's one of your better places to be. Because a lot of times reality is disappointing. So it's good to have dreams. It's good to have that escape. And it's a healthy escape. Your dreams are healthy. It's a healthy thing. You're not abusing your body. You're healing. You're healing your body. It's a nourishment. All right, let's get this call in here. Hello, call. You're in my dreams.
Hey, heads on Pez. How's that going along, man?
What's going on? You have a dream you want me to draw or something?
Yeah, but what's up with that heads on Pez? Remember the hashtag?
Not much going on with that. It's just it's there. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were gonna start a whole series with that shit.
Well, I'm dreaming right now. I mean that's on the shelf. I can't cut myself up into 50 different people. I mean. So.
I thought you were dreaming. You can.
Well, apparently I can't.
You gotta dig deeper, man. You gotta believe more. You gotta believe in yourself. You gotta believe in your skills.
All right.
You're bringing yourself down, man.
All right, boss. What's going on? You got a dream for us or what?
Well, I got more than just a dream for you if you want some of this, you know what I'm saying? So,
here's the guy.
dream bed.
Here it is.
I got one for you. I got one for you.
Wait a
John.
second. I'm out of paper. Let me find some paper here. I'm out of paper finally. I just finally ran through all the. We might be out of dream paper. Let me go find something here.
Draw it on your anything, on your underwear, on your pants, on your face, on a fucking McDonald's wrapper.
Yeah, I should, but I don't know. I don't have any more paper.
How about you write it on the wall behind you? Do a little graffiti. What? I'm not sure quite what to make of that. Well, let me just ask you about the cookie itself. Was it like a chocolate chip cookie? As far as I can remember, it was a chocolate chip cookie. Chocolate chip. And the chunks were visible? Or were they... they were visible, but I wouldn't say they were, sizable chunks. Oh, okay. Was the cookie hard and crisp? Or hard and crisp?
All right, we lost him. All right, that's fine. I'm out of paper. I'm out of paper right now. I'm gonna do a painting. All right, let me work on a painting. We're out of paper for the most part, and let me get to painting. I'm kind of excited about painting right now. So we got a lot of dreams already, and we'll call out later on today for some more dreams at 6 o'clock. We'll come back again at 6 o'clock. Let me try a painting. All right, let me try a painting. And this is just an experiment. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but this is the dream I had a few days ago of a flower, but it was like a woman in the flower. It's kind of corny, I guess, in a weird way, but I just felt like seeing if it would work. It's kind of like a tit woman flower thing in a weird way, but it was very colorful. Let me see if I can get anywhere close to resembling this idea. And I just got a little teeny canvas, so it's not like I'm going to devote a gigantic canvas to the idea, but maybe I would later. Let me just try it out. All right. Oh. Oh man, it's fucking hot. We'll try it on just a little canvas. Just see if it makes any sense. It doesn't have to make sense, but I just want to try it out.
Yeah, you like my sandwich? Well, that was whose dream was that? Someone had that dream. Okay, let me see if I can get this idea across. I got my brushes all ready to go. Basically, I got some kind of paint here. Kind of was a dark background. So okay, let's give it a overall black kind of treatment to the canvas. And then what I'll do is I'll wipe away the area that I want to paint the flower. I did have a crazy dream actually last night, and it was pretty weird. Somebody had been I actually dreamt of a particular person, but I'm not going to get into that. But somebody that I know was basically arrested for trying to smuggle a bunch of cocaine, and that they had bought from the duty-free shop at the airport. Like so this person was at a at the airport at the duty-free place and bought it. You know how that happens? You can buy something at a duty-free, they offer that stuff, but then if you come into a particular, a different jurisdiction, they're like, no, you can't have this, like you can't bring these oranges in this, into this state of California from oranges from whatever, from Arizona or, agricultural. Anyway, so it's kind of weird. It was a weird dream. And the reason why I'm thinking about the cocaine is because of that one person's dream about the dream with the brawny guy beating up the girl snorting cocaine. Somehow that was, I'm gonna have to. And I was thinking yesterday, I'm gonna paint that because it'll be fun to paint the brawny guy. Be fun to paint the brawny. Anyway, so I had this weird dream like that. It's weird, right? Weird. What's that? He was smuggling it into Trump debates. Boom, roasted. What? Anyway, check out our Kickstarter. It says an active Kickstarter. Take a look. Crowd source funding, whatever you want to call it. It's noon. We'll go just a little longer here. Maybe we can get some more support for our dream operation. Yeah, I ran out of paper. Though I do have some more paper, but it's underneath all this crap. I have to pick it up. All right, well, I'm gonna just paint here. You guys can hang out. You can't even see it. I know you can't even see what I'm doing. But. All right. Totally out of paper towels. Out of paper towels. Let's just put some basically white over everything, that area. Let's just see if we can get some. We can add some color to it later. They sometimes ask you about dreams, like, well, do you dream in color? They ask that question, right? Right? Sometimes people ask that question. And sometimes it's pretty vivid, the color, isn't it? But it's not always. I guess basically you do. One probably does. More times than not. I would say, yeah, you do. Of course you do. But maybe that is something to consider. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to a smaller brush. Let's give it a little red. Maybe some orange too. I got some orange. Let me try some orange. That is basically it. Let me see if I can do some dark areas or something. Well, that's basically the dream I had of some kind of flower like that. Let me put a little more white, a yellow. Go back to some yellow. Let me get some yellow. It's gonna be hot today. I can tell. Oh man. All right. Well, that's it. That's my dream. Oh, man. Hay fever or something.
man.
Hello, you're in my dreams.
Hey, I just had a dream this morning that I was happy for once, and that was really like something special. But you always seem pretty happy, so like, how do you stay happy?
Well, I don't know if I'm always happy, but I ultimately stay happy because I'm making art, and I stay within. I live my dreams. I persevere, and so I'm probably not always happy, but I maybe happy some of the time, but not all the time.
Right, right. Well, you always put a smile on our face, so that's good stuff. Thank you.
Well, thanks for calling in, and thanks for having a good dream, and thanks for enjoying the process of life, and continue to keep dreaming, and find things that you love to do, because that will make you happy.
Thank you. You have good dreams yourself.
Sweet dreams.
I love you, man.
Sweet dreams. Yeah, the white is helping out. More of a whitish, a little more glistening flower. This little guy over here. Well, now it's not necessarily. I don't know where I'm going. We'll just leave it as is. That's not gonna. It ain't gonna get. I don't think I'm gonna get it much better. So we'll just leave it as is. That's a dream I had of a flower. we got some alt-right people coming into our web chat. Yeah, we didn't know the revenge of the alt-right, the Reddit and the Chan 4 guys, really basically bullies, internet bullies, and First Lady's going to come after you guys. That's what she says. We'll see what happens. You're in my dreams. Just painted a dream just right now. Yeah, it's fascinating. I think people definitely underestimated the internet. Basically, they underestimated what goes on in people's hiding behind their computers aspect, and I don't think that. We'll find how this all works out. You're in my dreams. I've dealt with that for years, being on the internet. And doing cable access, which is basically people calling in. At that time, you call in and you pretty much would be able to feel free to say whatever you want. And so I'm well aware that there has been this, or maybe always been this undercurrent of full-on hatred towards other people. And pretty much, again, though almost always people do this behind the safety of their homes and stuff. Though at some point that's not going to be the case, right? And now it's starting to be more in your face. Should be interesting. I don't. Hopefully it stays. Doesn't show up. Doesn't rear its ugly head, if you will, because we don't need that. I think we can advance as humans. We need to advance and get away from basically hatred for one another. It's just not. It's hard to know if you have to escape it sometimes when you. I mean, we're all capable of having some form of animosity or stuff like that. To what degree, though, is the question, and I think we'll get it figured out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out eventually. Though there's a pendulum here. There's a pendulum, as is everything. And I mentioned this before. That you can't rest when it comes to certain things, and because the other side is not, and so you can't just keep your foot off the gas. You need to stay on the gas. Maybe, I don't know. I think it's a give and take. Ultimately, it's a give and take, and I think it's. I think I'm trying to be optimistic. We'll see. We'll see without any. We have dreams, people. We have dreams, and we're dreaming right now. You're in my dreams right now. I'm dreaming. I'm thinking about life and outer life, inner life, our lives together. As Rodney King famously said, probably one of the greatest quotes of all is, "Can't we all get along?" I think he said that, didn't he? Didn't he say something to some effect? Can't we all get along? And that, I mean, he might not have been the most eloquent or I don't think he did much of anything but abuse him. I mean, he's not even here anymore. He died because I think he died of natural causes, but I think it didn't help that he was abusing himself with drugs and alcohol. There goes an interesting thing about Trump. Really does have a heart of gold, and it's entirely possible, John. I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. What I think, I gotta say, I'm not one. Based on what he has said, obviously, there's plenty of concern. And I don't think you should be able to. I don't think anyone on the right or left would deny that there is concern. Clearly, on top of it, he didn't. Well, so anyway, not to say that there would have been issues with say Hillary Clinton with some of the pointed out issues that was wrong about her. But I'll say this, that if the prove it's important for I think it's valid and important for people to point out their concerns and to say protest, obviously peacefully. So it's part of the dialogue, and but on top of it, it's for the new president, if you will, to sort of make it work and to make things work, prove us wrong, if you will. So I'm not, what I'm saying is you might be right. We shall see. But like I said, there's definitely a plenty of ammunition to both sides. So that's obviously scary. But not basically, if you're on sort of the right side of the equation. Now it's your turn, in a sense, to try to make things work and see what happens. It's a pendulum. It's probably bye everyone. That's the end of the show. It's a pendulum, and it always is, in a sense. So you go to one way and then you go the other way. And I think both sides probably idealistically would love to just stay on their path of thought, but as they are in power, there's always a problem. Things don't always work out, or there are potential problems, or they're perceived potential problems, and that's also the issue. We don't necessarily know really everything that's going on. Who's running away? He's about to run away. I don't understand. I thought you were leaving this chat room, John, but it's all right. I'll be happy to talk to you guys. I know you guys are. I'm imagining you being an angry white guy. Didn't like a black president. But anyway, I'm not the best person to talk about this stuff. I do hope that that things work out. You're not an angry guy. You know what? I'll tell you what. There were, and I shouldn't have said that, because there apparently were quite a few Obama supporters that ended up voting for Trump. So that flies right in the face of what I just said, because that's why I don't really care to talk about politics too much, even though I will, because I think every time we all open our mouths, we always are saying something that's somewhat not always correct, or we're capable. I think partially we find ways, or we were pretty certain about certain things, but I think we're always capable at the same, somewhere in that dialogue we get it wrong. So what were you angry about, though? Why do you think? Why do you hate liberals? Why do you hate the idea of a liberal in terms of that? From what I see, what a liberal is someone that is supports people's rights to be human. What's wrong with that? Also, I see the right for health care. Try to get that under control. Now that's a debate, obviously. But I'm not a believer of try to profit off people with health care, which is apparently what we're going to go back to. Though we never got away from, frankly. But like in my case, I benefited from Obamacare. I don't know who's got their rates jacked up 500%, and that who was that? What's that all about? And it's all so anyway. They take away the subsidies. Well, my health insurance gets jacked up now. So, so when you are helping one side, the other side doesn't get helped. And I think the ideal thing for whoever's president, and so now we're going to have Trump as president, which is really kind of hard to believe. It's not always so much, and this is the hard thing to handle, because I think people really don't like this president that's coming in because of the things, his mannerisms and his performances in front of predominantly all white audience, and inciting anger, and that's what I think that's the real concern. Some of the ideas of, say, redoing Obamacare, obviously it doesn't work exactly. So if we can fix it, but the idea you just scrap it and then we just go back to kicking everyone off the insurance, and obviously apparently that's not even going to happen. So I think it's the objection to the mannerism of the guy. So we shall see how he plays it out. I think what I was going to say as we got into more of this, I know I get a lot of concerned people that the left is inciting the violence. Well, believe me, if Hillary Clinton became president, the Tea Party revolution and that would have came about there would have been a lot of angry white people running around. Am I defending Obama? Sure. I liked Obama. I thought he did well. He apparently has a popular high popularity. So he's not. I don't think that I'm in a minority here. If anything, you guys are in the minority in your thought that you don't like Obama. And again, there is some racism here. I think I do believe that some of it plays in line. But besides that, let's talk the getting things done, which is I think more, which is what's going to happen. But getting back to Trump now, because he has a business and he wants to kind of leave a things better for himself, his family, his name, and his country, right? Let's not forget about that. So I think there's a good chance. I'm giving a chance. I don't know if it's a good chance, but I think there's a good chance that maybe he sees that, and if he were a wise man, he would find a way to have everyone happy, right? Wouldn't you try to make everyone happy? I think that if you were a politician, that would be probably your smartest move, is to try to not so much appease, which that's not the right word, but if you are to try to hit all the notes, if you will, and it's really hard to do. You alienate ultimately certain groups and at the benefit of other groups. But if he were to continue with a militant, draconian approach based on his rhetoric, then we really have we're going to have a tough number of years ahead, and I think that's pretty obvious. But he does sort of have an interesting flip side to him, and hopefully that will make its presence, and that he becomes truly presidential. So I'm not totally. I'm trying to be optimistic here. One good optimistic thing here is that we don't really have to talk about Hillary Clinton's emails. I got to say, I'm so sick of that. But anyway, couldn't we had some better choices, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, you're in my dreams, and I guess I'm kind of having a nightmare. No, I'm lucid dreaming here. All right, we're talking to some alt-right guys in the chat room here. Here's the painting. Actually, it's kind of well. This is like a native kind of imagery too. This is from a Native American image. Anyway, that's a dream I had of a flower that seemed to be kind of a sort of a fertility figure, as if it's like a fertility, not a fartility, which would be kind of funny too, I guess. This is a fertility flower for the most part, huh? Are you alt-right? Are you an alt-right member of the alt-right? Do you guys go hang out in Reddit and Chan 4 and talk stuff? Hang out with other people on the alt-right? Do you guys like do alt-right clubs on? Do you have like alt-right dating service and stuff? That's what they say. That's what they say. You guys are. They say you guys are racist. How would you label yourself, John? I don't know who you are. Yeah, it's true. I shouldn't have said that. But who are you? Who are you? I want to hear you out. Tell me who you are. You're in my dreams.
Hey, are we still drawing dreams?
You know, I kind of ran out of paper. Is this DSK?
Yes, sir.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Well, what was your dream? Tell me your dream. Tell me your dream. I'm curious about your dream. I don't think I'm going to be able to draw because I'm just out of paper right now.
All right. Okay. This one, let me see.
Okay, I'm trying to put the piece together again. All right, so I was somewhere in like the Mojave Desert. I know it wasn't like a desert from like Europe or nothing, because this is where like I got the vibe like it was like very like Native American style, I guess.
Yeah.
And so I'm walking through the desert. It's around like dusk time, so it's like the sky looks like it's on fire. You know what I mean? It has that pink. You know how it gets you in LA, like right at like sunset, like those pink skies and the clouds and all that.
Yeah.
So that had a very dreamy vibe to it. So anyway, I'm walking through the desert, you know, going past all these cactuses, boulders, rocks, snakes, you name it. I can feel the heat. Very, very surreal dream. So I'm walking, and I'm looking at the sky, and I notice like I guess the North Star. It's a bright, bright light just hovering in the sky, kind of between these two mountain peaks. You know those mountains in the desert, they have a flat top to them?
Okay,
So,
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going past that, and as I'm walking, I'm like, oh, I see a small town, like a Native American town, I guess, from back in the day. I see not teepees, but like adobe homes and like dirt roads. You know, I guess, you know, a little like a pueblo, I guess. So I'm walking towards that area, and I noticed this star in the sky is kind of walking with me in a sense, but from a distance. So I'm like, is that really a star, or is that something else? So I'm like, whatever. I keep ignoring it. I'm walking to town, and then that's when I get this eerie feeling like I'm being watched. So I turn around, and I see it's no longer like a circular star. It's more of like a UFO, right? I have a lot of these kind of dreams.
Okay.
So I get this bad feeling, like a negative vibe. I'm like, damn. Okay, so I run. So at this point now, I'm kind of freaked out. I'm running towards the town, and I look around. There's like nobody in the streets. It's like deserted, and it's like you can hear like the wind and like some like distant wind chimes, and you see like dream catchers on people's like porches. And so I'm like, yeah, I gotta find someone as like a witness, because I feel like I need someone's help. So I go to the very first house, adobe house I can see. I walk in, and I'm trying to look around for people, and I don't see anybody. The candles are out, so it's kind of dark inside this home. You know, no electricity or nothing. So I'm going around trying to find somebody, and I go into a room. I look for like a weapon or something. So I find like a Louisville slugger. I find in someone's like closet, room, kind of unoccupied space. I grab it, and I'm walking back out the front door. As I'm walking towards the front door, going to the side of the house, I hear these noises, and I hear what sounds like an aluminum top, something like a trash can fall over. And I turn over, and I see a little gray ET. He's probably about 3 or 4 feet tall. You know, the typical big black eyes, round gray head. I pick up my bat, and I just start screaming at it. I don't remember what I was screaming, but probably just screaming at it out of fear. And that's when, again, that feeling, just that negative, scary feeling, like, I guess that's when you get right when you're going down the roller coaster. So I start running out of town. As I'm running out of town, I turn back.
Come on, man, this shit's going
I'm
crazy.
looking at the top of this hill. I turn back to look at this still town. And there's huge, like, UFO. And there's, like, a bunch of lights. It looks similar to the Arizona light, the Phoenix lights. There you go, Phoenix lights.
Yeah.
And this beam comes down to the town, and something goes up into it. It was likely that same little gray alien, but I didn't see it. It was just like this, like a blurry object just went up into it, and it slowly hovered above these like clouds. Again, still like dust time, these pink clouds. It just hovers off. But that feeling just kind of stood around. So I just kept running down this hill, running through the desert, past all these cactuses, tumbleweeds, boulders, rocks. I'm going right past again those mountain peaks, that are kind of like those flat top mountain peaks. I'm just running,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of fades off, and that's all I remember.
Oh, man. Yeah, that goes on and on and on.
Yeah, but you know, in the dream, it all happened within like 2 minutes. You know, it's just.
Man, when did you have this dream? I kind of did. I kind of got something here, and on a scratched piece of paper. But when did this happen? The other day or something?
No, this is probably, maybe over the summertime. I'll have to guess.
Okay. Well, you're a heavy dreamer, dude. You dream a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah, I'm a. If you believe in the zodiac and astrology and all that kind of shit, I'm a Pisces, so I have those. They say Pisces are like a.
You're like a
dreamers.
water sign. You're like a water sign or something.
Yeah. They say those kind of people are like supposedly right, kind of like.
Yeah, you guys are like you guys are like hippies and stuff.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
like a hippie
psychic.
dude. Hippie dippy.
Yeah, hippy dippy shit, you know, into the crystals and
Yeah,
chakras
yeah.
and all that kind of shit. Yeah, so I mean, I'm not like that, but again, according to that side, you know, maybe there is some kind of
No,
something
in
to
your
discipline.
in your dreams you're like that.
Yeah, maybe I'm living a dual life.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I happen to remember that one, and that one kind of stood out to me.
Hey, Mr. Mac G, I'm still doing Kickstarter at 6 o'clock. I'll be on Kickstarter live at 6, but I'm not doing. I'm trying to do YouTube during the day in the morning, and then do the other ones Facebook Live at night, and Kickstarter at night. So I'm trying to capture everybody if possible. So he's in the chat there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Well, that's a
Yeah.
good dream, man. That's kind of a crazy dream. I don't know what to say except for it's just kind of fun and wild and stuff. You know, maybe there are, maybe there really are Martians looking like that. I don't, or is it just our perception of what we think Martians look like? I don't know.
According to a lot of abduction reports, a lot of reports of them looking like that, you know. That's kind of the Hollywood stereotype of what they look like.
Right, yeah, you're basing it on what Hollywood is saying what they look like, yeah. But
Yeah,
that kind of goes in line with our life, you know, we're being told certain things, and so then we make assumptions and we make decisions based on what we're being told. It's crazy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like being parts of reality.
That's why dreaming's pretty cool, because it kind of flies in the face of reality.
No, for sure. When I used to be really into mushrooms and like psychedelics, I used to lucid dream a lot. So, you know, that's when you realize you're dreaming in the dream, so you can kind of have control over it. And yeah, I would have some crazy adventures, man. Crazy shit, just letting my mind go. That's a real fun ability to have. If people out there listening lucid dream, they know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, lucid dreams, baby. I'm in one lucid dream right now, one big lucid dream.
Yeah, that's pretty incredible, man. I gotta respect the power you have. Yeah, but yeah, so I had to share that one because that one, you know, I still remember some other dreams, but
yeah,
some I don't care to share. Some just
I know. Like the dream I had last night was pretty vividly weird, you know, and I'm like, and I realized I was mentioning it had to do with cocaine, and it's because that girl called in and she had that dream about the cocaine and the brawny guy. So I must have been that, you know, because I'm not interested in that. I don't want to, you know. But I guess I've also watched Locked Up and Abroad, you know, that show on National Geographic. It's like, yeah, I don't, man, it's like.
That's what keeps you in suspense.
Yeah, but I think that stuff creeps into your dreams, you know. Again, it's reality, but then it's not even reality. It's not even you know, it's just made up stuff because it's not really your reality. You're dreaming about other people's reality, and then it becomes your reality in your dreams.
Yeah, exactly.
Bullshit.
Kind of like when somebody had to
bullshit.
True, and that reality becomes somebody else's reality.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit, man.
But maybe you might end up dreaming my dream later tonight.
Well, it's very possible, very possible. That I don't think I've really had any alien dreams. So I'm looking. I guess.
Turn back. Pretty curious.
Yeah, because they usually do some weird experiments with you and stuff. So.
Yeah, you know, I mean, not always. I mean, what's that movie from Steven Spielberg? Encounter of the Third Kind or something?
Yeah, E.T. Phone Home.
No,
Close Encounters. Yeah, Close Encounters with where they and you that's like a Close Encounters kind of deal. Yeah, then he started making giant mountains from that place in Wyoming or whatever. Richard Dreyfuss. That's a crazy movie, yeah. It's a good movie.
It's a really good movie.
It's a good movie.
Well, yeah, mounds that guy was sculpting out of like his insanity. Like those were the kind of mounds I was seeing, just like the flat top mounds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Maybe
think that's in Wyoming, I think, or North Dakota or something.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Somewhere around the desert kind of. Yeah, good. Country.
Well, DSK, I'm going 2 hours into this. I'm about to sign off, so I'm gonna.
All right.
Thanks for calling in.
Well, for sure. And I'll make sure to see you later.
Keep dreaming, buddy.
You too, man.
All right. All right, there goes DSK. I'm going to post this up on my Instagram, the little flower painting. I'm going to go pick up some more canvases today, and then we'll be back again at 6 p.m. on Kickstarter Live and Facebook Live. Thanks for coming into my dreams. Chuck Wayne, yeah. Well, that could happen. I'm not like I said. I'm trying not to be the enemy of anyone, even though I might project it at times or say the wrong thing. But so let's see if that becomes the case. It's entirely possible. I'm not the one that's full on. I got a little hope. I got a little hope. You're just on the wrong side of history. I don't know. I don't think anyone's on the wrong side of history, but not yet. Not yet. I think time will tell, obviously. But if the history plays out, well, I'm not going to get further into it. But I think if there's a way for someone to make all sides happy, then that's the right way to go. So that's what I'm looking forward to seeing, and hoping and supporting that idea. But alienating a group or groups, that's not the right way to go. That's not the right side of history. That's not the right way. That's just not it. You just don't do that. All right, I'll see you guys in my dreams later on, and that's it. That's it. Thanks for hanging out in my dreams. Bye-bye.